Hi and welcome back to the channel. Today I will be showing you guys how to change the oil on your Harley Davidson Sportster. So for those of you who want to make the oil change by themselves, it's a really easy task and I would like to show you how to do it. It's not taking too much time and you don't need too much tools to do it. It's really easy. You can do it at home and you don't have to run to the shop for this easy task. So what you need for your oil change is basically a canister to catch the oil, the old oil, and then also some new oil to put in. I just ordered that from an online shop. It's a 20W50, so that should be fine for a V-twin. And then to remove the oil filter, here you have to have a wrench like this. It goes easier with those. You just pop it on and then you can take it off. And obviously also a new oil filter because we will be replacing that one as well. So without further ado, let's get started. So first of all, you want to remove this oil pin here. That's where you basically can go and check your oil levels. You push it in, give it a twist, and then it comes right off. Just make sure not to spill oil somewhere. Just turn it on so you don't have it on your exhaust or anywhere else. Then I will put this aside here on a cloth or on a paper so I'm not messing up all the floor here. Once we have that, we can then go to the other side of the bike. So on my bike, I have a saddlebag here, a swing arm brake, so that's why you cannot see it properly. Behind there is a hose, that's for the oil. We have to take that out of there. It's on there with a clip, so you just have to make sure to pull out that clip. It's easier to take off that clip once you remove the side panel here, so I will go ahead and remove that one first. Once you remove that, you can set it on the floor without scratching it, and then you will see the clip a bit better here. So it's just clipped onto the frame, so you can just pull it towards you and it should come right off. Here on my bike it's a bit harder to get to because of the back. That's how the clip looks. Once you have that out, you have your draining hose here. Take it out. I have some other cables here in my way, so just make sure that you take it out properly. So once you have that, you can then place your canister for the old oil underneath it. Open it up here. Then also make sure to open at that one so it fills easier. And then what you need is a screwdriver to remove that metal clip from there. Once you remove that, put it aside. It's a clip like this. And then what you have to do is just pull this out here, and then the oil should come off. I'm pulling it out really gently, and there we go. And now just let it drip out. That can take a while. Once it's finished, we can then go to the next step. So now, once that oil is drained, what I will do is I will give it a quick fill of the new oil, just to make sure that all the dirty oil comes off the bike. You don't have to do that, I just do it for myself. So it's also not stated in the manual that you have to do it. I just do it because I feel it's better at the end of the day, so that's why. For that, I have some new oil here, as showed you previously. That's my new oil. Let me turn on the light here so you can see it a bit better. I will just go ahead and pour some of that into the bike. Then it should start draining again. Now you see all that comes out. Let me just zoom in a bit. All that comes out is just clean oil, clean new engine oil. So once that is drained, I will then put in back the plug, and then go to the oil filter. That can take a bit longer since the oil is a bit colder than the engine oil, which was in the motorcycle, so it's not that liquid, or how do you say it? It will flow a bit slower. So now it should be finished. What I will do, I will put this back in so it seals it, because I will need the canister on the other end. There we go. That should just do the trick. Then I can take that canister and move it to the other side of the bike. Let me just adjusted it here a bit so you can see it better. There we go. So what I will do is I will put this right here. Then I have this kind of funnel thing here. You can get them cheap off Amazon or AliExpress. You can just put it under the filter like this, and then all your oil drains here and not somewhere else. It's really handy to have, because otherwise you will have your oil spilled everywhere here, and that's just going to be a pain in the butt to clean. So once we have our canister in place, I'll go ahead and put this here. I will have to hold it later on, but that's fine. Then we take our wrench and go ahead and put it onto the oil filter, and then give it a twist. Now it's coming off. Huge mess I made here. However, it is how it is. So once we cleaned that, we can then go ahead and put in the new filter. So this is my new filter. I will just unpack it. What we do with that filter is we fill it up a little bit with oil, fresh oil. So when we start up the bike, we have already some oil in our filter. For that, I will take it and just fill it up a little bit. That should be good. So it can soak for a second. Maybe I could use some more, and also take some oil and put it on the rubber gasket around it. So next time you want to take it off, it's a bit easier. I have some oil left here. I will take that and put it on the gasket. Once we have that, we can then go ahead and put the new oil filter back in. For that, you don't need to tighten it with anything other than your hands. So that means you just pop it on there. Just tighten it with hand. And then once it's touched, it says half a turn to a 3/4 turn. So that should be it. Hand tight. And that's good. So now what we can do is we can go again to this hose here. We can then place the clamp here again. Tighten it. Doesn't have to be crazy tight. So that thing is going nowhere. Once we have that, we can then take the clamp and put this back where it was. There we have it. That should be good. So once we have that, we can then top up the rest of the oil and then start the bike. So now we can go ahead and fill in the new engine oil. It has to be 2.5 liters. So that means basically, no, I think 2.8, it's just over 3/4 in liters, that's 2.8, whatever. I will just put in 2.5 liters and then check the oil level and then top up from there. It's easier than putting too much oil in it. Once we filled up our tank, we can then go ahead and check the oil level. And now you can see it is halfway full. I'm gonna leave it like that. I let the bike run in for a couple of seconds, and after the first ride out, I will check the oil levels again to make sure that I have enough oil in the engine. So that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please press the subscribe button and like button. If you have any questions, drop it down in the comments below, and see you next time.